SK Vibemaker.
We got Birmingham in the building, man. Who's here?
G, you good, yeah?
Cheese, Stardom's here, man.
Trying, bro, trying.
What's going on, man?
Not much, you know.
You know what? Before we get into everything, man, just break down the name Stardom.
Basically, when I was a youth, like 12, 13, I was MCing and like it was a grime garage kind of thing. I was playing football as well. I was playing for Derby County, and my brother was a good MC or whatever. I used to kind of look up to him. So I was like saying to him, "Yo, I need a name. I need a name. And then he just threw Stardom at me, and he's just stuck since then. So
Simple as that,
really.
Straight up. I know you got a history of when you were younger, you were playing football.
Yeah.
You maybe had the option to go professional and stuff.
Yeah.
A few things happened in life,
Yeah.
and then you're doing
You know
music now.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the music journey so far.
Yeah, when I was at school, like say like year 7, year 8, first couple of years at school, I was in like a group. I'd say there's about 6 of us, 7 of us, all used to MC garage, used to do sets and that, whatever. That was way before I started rapping, obviously. Then that kind of like changed over to rapping, but I had a period of like say like 3 years where I was start making music, and then I started getting interested in rap more, and then started rapping with some older men. I was kind of still, but I started rapping with them, and then that's it. I've been rapping ever since.
Do you know the funniest thing, man? There's been big conversations recently about grime not being relevant amongst like a younger generation now, like maybe under 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe not so the consumers and the listeners, but new artists coming in the game, making it.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is when you speak to like most artists that are maybe making rap nowadays, a lot of them have been associated with grime and garage early in their career, so it shows the importance.
It shapes. I think it shapes even the way that I make music now and speak, because like I used to look up to I used to listen to Dizzy Rascal, Wiley, that was the first. Now I'll be honest, actually, I used to listen to Heartless first, so it was like Mighty Mo. I used to like Mighty Mo a lot, you know what I'm saying? So obviously Bushkin used to bring energy, but Mighty Mo had the bars and that, so I feel like that's why I appreciate how people put bars together and words together. It was like from Mighty Mo days. So like from then Dizzy Rascal took it to a next level. You know what I mean? So for me, obviously that was my era. So I can't really I wouldn't never diss grime. But I understand what people are saying, because the youths only are now listening to whatever's relevant now. You know what I mean?
Things are going cycle, man. Shouts to HLC, you know what I'm saying? Fonty, Bushkin,
Nah,
Mighty Mo, North London's finest, you know?
Legends, man.
Legends is a big title. I put Legends on HLC still.
Yeah, Legends, man.
You get me?
Definitely.
So, Shoebox Money.
Yeah.
Talk to us about this song, this freestyle.
Basically, it was just my first tune of the year. Thought, me do a hard thing street video. Just got a beat, wrote all the way through, spat all the way through, got all the man them out, couple cars. Yeah. Simple things, but it slapped still.
Is that what you're generally about, like the Shoebox Money, and you're not really about the bank account thing?
Not no more. Bank only.
Trust me. I mean, it could be good practice sometimes to have your money in the shoebox. You know, some people are anti-banks. You know
a lot of people don't use banks, you know.
A lot of people don't use banks. A lot of people don't talk about it still, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't use banks.
Yeah, man. You know, you would assume that shoes are just for shoeboxes are just for shoes, but shoeboxes work good for the money too.
Yeah, come on, man.
So, you know, Erdington, Birmingham.
Yeah.
To those that haven't been to that place, the place where you grew up, man. Talk to us about it.
I grew up in a couple of areas in Birmingham, to be fair, but like Erdington's so it's a nice area. It's an alright area. Obviously, certain things go on there, and that you got nice sides, you got bad sides of it. You know what I mean? But all in all, it's a decent area anyway. It's a big like in Birmingham. There's a lot of areas, but I think that's one of the biggest areas. You know. I
mean, I come from London. There's a lot of London-based artists. I know a lot of artists outside of London as well. But there's this unspoken about struggle of artists that come from outside of London, making an impact
in London.
Yeah, in London. It seems like, and I don't know if I'm speaking at a tone here or whatever, but when you make the impact in London, it's like the whole nation, the whole of the UK pay attention.
It's different.
It's like a different kind of impact. But like a lot of the outer London artists struggle
find it hard
to make an impact in that territory. How have you found it?
I feel like it's took time for people to take you even remotely a bit serious, you know what I mean? Because I feel like people in London feel like if it's not from London, it's not good. Even if it's not authentic, but it's not good. They're like, oh yeah. They say, oh, Birmingham's our country. So they feel like anything I would be saying or portraying would be rubbish, you know what I mean? So, especially when you're a rapper as well. When you're a rapper, it's a bit more difficult, you know what I mean? But people are a lot more open to it than there was 5 years ago or even 10 years ago.
When you were younger, you were at somewhat of a crossroads because you were taking football quite serious.
Yeah.
I mean, you was part of, like, who was you playing for? Aston Villa,
Yeah,
Coventry?
play for Aston Villa, play for Derby. Yeah.
A few teams,
been
man.
at Blues, Birmingham City as well.
So you was at somewhat of a crossroads. You could have took that football career seriously. There's a lot of money involved in that. I mean, it's not just about the money.
Yeah.
If you're passionate about football and you got the opportunity, a lot of people don't get to be associated with those teams.
Yeah.
But where did it come to a point where you decided you just wanted to take music seriously as opposed to football?
I didn't, with the music, it just happened. It happened naturally. I feel like I got to a stage when at like 14, 15, where I've been playing football since I was like 6, like religiously football training. And obviously I was with my brethren in that same time. And I felt like I was missing out. And I got to a stage where I just wasn't interested in it no more. You know what I mean? And I just wasn't interested in football really. But then I've always loved making music as well. You know, at the same time I was in love with football. I always enjoyed music, listening to music, making music. And then I just continued to make music. It was more like a hobby thing more than I was thinking of a career, you know what I mean, at the time.
Easy choice then?
Yeah, it just happened naturally. There wasn't a thing where I was like, you know what, forget football, I'm going to be a musician. It was just a thing where I stopped playing football and I just continued to make music, you know what I mean?
And no regrets?
No regrets at all. No
Straight,
regrets,
man.
no regrets. You know what I mean? If I still had a good life and stuff and experiences and stuff, so yeah, man.
I mean, aside from the football and the music crossroads,
Yeah.
you had a bit of a turbulent youth. You know what I'm saying? As much detail as you want to give, you can give us about that. But how was the choice of leaving behind like the roads and, you know, taking this music thing serious?
It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Like the same thing with the roads. Like you're on the road and you get swallowed up. You don't really realize the severity of the situation till you're fully in there. And then you're in there, it just becomes normality. You know what I mean? But you have to be a point in life where you make a decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna turn things around and try and focus on something positive. You know what I mean?
I hear that you've been in the studio with Fredo.
Yeah, man, I was in there. Been in there. Been working, man.
You've been working together.
Been working, yeah.
I mean, where did that relationship start, man? Was it like before music? Have you known each other for a bit?
About 4 years ago, probably. Someone introduced me to him about 4 years ago. I went down there and checked him. Went to one of his that's probably when he first started rapping. I was in one of his videos. So yeah, we've been cool from then still.
And you got some stuff cooking up
Cooking, bro. Cooking.
For your stuff or for his stuff?
We're just cooking, bro. We're just cooking. See how it goes, innit? So, but man's working. Anyway.
Straight up. Is that how you prefer it? I mean, getting in the studio and spending some time, or are you cool with just, you know, send me your verse?
I don't mind, you know. It depends though. It depends. I think it's better. It's more organic if you're together and you get a vibe and you're bouncing off each other. But I've done it the other way and it works as well. So there's no right or wrong way. You know what I mean? But it just depends, and it depends. Not everyone you're gonna meet. You're gonna have a vibe with anyway. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So, but yeah, I feel like when you're in the studio together, you can bounce off each other ideas and.
It can go both ways though, man, because
can.
if it's just a send me the verse thing, you don't have to deal with like vibes in the studio. You might go to the studio and you just realize that there's a mad vibe and maybe you can't get the work in. Whereas if you just send me the verse.
I know loads of people that have gone to go studio with each other and they go there and nothing resonates. Like they can't get the tune done, can't find the right beat, or this person don't like that beat, that person don't like beat, then nothing gets wrote, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a bit of vibes, and you know what I mean? At least if you get the verse, you can hear it and just think, okay, I either like the beat or I don't like the beat, or I can just write your thing. There's no pressure. And it's done. Straight up. Yeah.
I mean, you and Snap Capone, you seem like you've got a working relationship. You've collaborated a few times.
Yeah.
I mean, where did that start?
I've known him for like over 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's more we're friends anyway. So basically, someone introduced me to him. I can't remember how I got introduced. Actually, I know how I got introduced to him, and he come to Birmingham. He was with me for like 3-4 days. I don't think we even made any music, but we were just rolling and whatever. So it was just a organic relationship, you know what I mean? So like me and him now, studio, it's just the same thing.
I mean, you are definitely quite prolific with your output.
Yeah.
When you look at your discography, there's loads of music there, man.
Yeah.
Quite a few projects,
Yeah.
a lot of singles.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated to keep putting out music, man? Because some people might say that you're not in the place that you deserve to be with all of that work you've put in.
I just keep doing it because it's something that I love doing anyway. So I'm not really doing it as such to feel like I need to be anywhere that I should be or whatever. I'll do it because it's something that I enjoy doing and I have a passion for it. So it's just an easy, natural 1, 2, 3 to me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you just gotta keep working and banging on the door. So that's it.
I mean, as an artist that's definitely come from the streets, and come from a background that you can see.
Yeah.
Does it bother you, like making a compromise to maybe cross over to a wider audience? Is that something you think about?
Nah. Like with me, I see myself as more than just a rapper, more as a musician. So I'm comfortable with doing any kind of genre of music. I enjoy music, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't just listen to rappers or like trap music or whatever. I listen to all kinds I listen to R&B. Mm-hmm. I enjoy singers and that, you know what I'm saying? So any kind of music for me. Yeah. It's
easy to be trapped in the London bubble, man. Obviously, I'm based in London. Yeah. I have an interest in, this UK music nationwide. But coming from Birmingham right about now, where you're from, what are artists that you feel like people need to be knowing about?
One of my boys, his name is Reeks. He's a rapper called... another youth called A1. Millions. He's coming up now, isn't it? Millions.
Yeah.
The drill.
With the one.
Yeah. That's it, really. I think of off the top of my head that are coming out that people haven't really heard about. Everyone else is kind of.
Does it feel like there's a togetherness amongst like the Birmingham scene?
Oh, no, definitely not.
There's not?
Nah.
Really?
Nah. It's not like, like down here you'll drop something and you see a conglomerate of people, everyone pushing your stuff and that. In Birmingham, it's a bit more competitive, isn't it?
Straight. It's quite fractured then.
Yeah, it's a bit more competitive.
Damn. That's a sad situation,
I feel like because the market's so small, it's like everyone's trying to get through the door, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But really, everyone should be working kind of together, but it's not like that.
Talk to me about your ambitions as an artist, because I feel like you kind of said that you don't really have too much of a problem in compromising for a wider audience. Yeah. What's some of your, long-term ambitions?
How wide are you talking?
I mean, getting in the charts, topping the charts.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
But all kinds of music are charting at the minute.
It can. But then it goes into a whole nother conversation, because I often question whether artists are making music out of passion or trend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true. I feel like before, maybe people was making that out of trend, but I feel like now the kind of music that is charting, I feel like people are probably doing stuff in their own divine right, in their own lane. It's not like back in the day where people just have to do commercial songs to get on the radio.
But how many artists are breaking boundaries though? Because at the same time we have a lot of artists that, when I say trends, they're going with the wave.
Okay.
How many artists are really coming out with something and you're like, ooh, that's way different. So that's why I question, the compromise and whether artists are doing it out of passion. Because if you're doing something out of passion, you're doing something which, this is what I like and I'm doing it to the death. I'm not going to compromise to sort of go with the wave and fit in.
I feel like, what you're saying is kind of true, like in the sense of, especially someone that's like a rapper, for the public mainstream, maybe you probably have to like lighten up a bit, you know what I mean? For you to say to chart. Mm-hmm. But I suppose there's tunes that probably have charted that a bit hardcore. I would not hardcore.
A bit more raw.
Bit raw,
Few and far between though.
Very few and far between. You're right, very few and far between.
So tell us about some of these collaborations that you're working on at the moment, man.
I've got quite a few under the sleeve, man.
Yeah? Yeah. Keeping them secret for now?
Have to, man.
Why? Why do you have to?
Why? You know what it is, you don't know when you're going to drop what tune and you don't know, you know what I'm saying, to schedules and stuff. So But I got a couple, man. A couple big ones.
And you don't know whether you're going to use some of them. You might be like,
Yeah.
you know what, yeah?
Yeah, it's technical.
His verse weren't cutting it, though. I'm going to drop that.
It gets technical.
It gets techie, though.
It does.
Because imagine, like, you're collaborating with an artist and you like the artist, but then they do a verse and you're like, I'm not really feeling the verse. Should you just still put it out because you like the artist beforehand? Or do you say, nah, maybe I'm not going to use it because I weren't feeling the verse?
But if the tune's weak, you can't really pull it out anyway.
But your part might be good, though, and the beat might be good. It's just their verse might not be that.
Then it's a conversation, like, you have to take the verse off the tune, you know what I mean?
Or you're going to have to redo it.
Yeah, but if someone sends you a verse and you say, like, I'm not really feeling it, how would you feel about it?
I'll take it as feedback.
Would you do it again, though? Would you do it again, or would you take it as a diss?
I wouldn't take it as a diss because we're all artists. And I suppose you're going to get your best feedback from your peers, maybe, that know what they're talking about, right? Yeah,
but I'm saying if someone sent you a tune, yeah, and you've sat down, you've constructed it, and you thought, yo, this is hard, and you sent it over, yeah. But
constructive feedback is constructive feedback. And I feel like if I made a song and I said to an artist, can you feature on it? I'm going to give them an outline of what I want them to do. If they come and do a verse that's nothing to do with the theme of the tune,
yeah.
If it's a freestyle, it's a freestyle.
No, but I'm saying even if it's to do with the thing with the tune.
Oh, then it's cool. Then it's gonna have to work because that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's
techie.
It's techie.
Have you found yourself in that situation before then?
Me?
Yeah.
Me sending a verse?
No.
Oh, nah.
Receiving a verse.
Not really. No, not really. Not to say where I would be like, no, it's very like the verse is weak. Not really. Maybe you might have had ones where I thought it could have probably been a bit better or had higher expectations, but not like where I'm like, nah, this needs to go. Not that bad.
I don't know if you're living that single life. I don't know if you're in a relationship. I don't know how it works for you, but I noticed that in your videos, and this shouldn't be a problem anyway, but in your videos, you've always got a certain caliber of women. Do you know what I'm saying? How does this?
Do you know what? The last, obviously, my last video had girls in there, but before that, the last couple of videos I've tried not to have none in there on purpose. You know what I mean? Because people always say that to me as well.
It's been causing problems, maybe?
Nah, not as such, but just try to just mix it up. You know what I mean?
Mix it up, and sometimes it can be hard to keep professional. Maybe I don't know.
Do you know what though? I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I feel like lots of the girls they are professional. They come, do the shoot, and go. You know what I mean?
That's good then, man. Shouts to the professional girls and professional dudes in the industry. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard to find, man.
I hear that.
You get me? So Plain Jane is the latest one.
Yeah.
I mean, this seems to be, being received well. I mean, what's the feedback being like so far?
Been good, man. Everyone's feeling it still.
Yeah.
Different kind of style, but everyone's feeling it still.
What do you expect people to take from this song, Plain Jane? I mean, it might be self-explanatory.
It's just a wavy song, isn't it? Just a wavy song, really. It's a wavy song.
Do you have a lot of singles you're planning to release this year?
I've got like 60 songs like already. 60? Yeah, bro. I just record. I record all the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, basically gonna drop something in the next couple of weeks now. So I'm just gonna work out like what single I'm gonna drop and which direction I'm going and what, you know what I mean.
Do you have a project on the horizon?
Yeah, definitely. Should be summertime, just before summer.
Summer, yeah.
Around summer, yeah.
Got a title for that?
No, not yet.
Any surprises on there? Not like necessarily features. Are you gonna swerve in the direction that you've been going in so far?
I think it'd be a mix. Though. I'm gonna give them the old school and new school.
It's been a good conversation, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Hopefully, you return. We should do this regular, man.
When you're ready.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. You get me?
SK Vibemaker.